Monee Phillips Show.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got
You
it.
the best. You the best. You the best. You the best.
What's up, everybody? At the sound of my voice, you know what's going on. We are now live in full effect at the Monee Phillips Show. Monee, take it away.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Monee Phillips Show, and I am your host, Monee Phillips. Welcome, everybody. Man, this is going to be a fantastic show. I know y'all are ready to see what's going on. What is my special guests who are in the house tonight? So, of course, you know, y'all going to love this young man that's coming on my platform tonight. Y'all want to know where he been, what he been doing, and y'all been missing him? Well, I'm going to have a seat and call him on my show first. All right. So look, y'all been wondering a particular young man that's been on TV. The judge, we called him Judge Joe Brown, is in the building. Come on the Monee Phillips Show. All right, take that microphone and have a seat. All right, Mr. Brown.
Looks kind of familiar.
That's right. Take that hat off. You like just a gentleman. Can you say that? Yes.
Get situated.
Yeah. Mr. Brown in the building on the Monee Phillips Show. Welcome.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. You know, we saw each other at Love, and, you know, I noticed you walking around and everything. And they said, Mr. Brown is doing something in Memphis that everybody kind of shocked. So what you doing, Mr. Brown?
I don't know about people getting shocked. I got recruited. So people came after me and say, look, we need you to do one more thing before you get fully retired.
Okay.
Save the city.
Save the city. And the city needs saving.
Oh, you better know.
So you know. Now, I love rough town. You know, we just got so much going on. What can you do to help the children with the school system, school board, all that?
Well, one of the things I want to do is the city kind of took itself out of the mix, but we're still the biggest tax-paying unit in the current mix.
Yes.
So we need to use the city attorney's office and some other things I've thought about to get back in there and take a little bit more control of what's going on
Yes.
with the County Board of Education.
Yes.
So our children are not second changed.
That's right. That's right.
They're getting a pretty raw deal.
Now, you know, we sitting up here, we going through the crisis of the tags. We always been going, I don't care who get in office. We always have a problem with the tag. The tag line down the building. You know, you go number 99, you're there 4 hours. How can we take care of that situation?
Well, you know, one of the things that was bad there is this has been overlooked. The state comptroller and the county mayor were invading the bank account every night of that particular clerk's office, which they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything about these kinds of things these days.
That's right.
But somebody ought to.
Yeah.
And they frankly were running out of money and didn't know why, but it seems that other people had an idea about what they could do with it, even though they weren't supposed to. But that's typically Memphis.
Yeah.
You do things you're not supposed to do, and everybody says, oh, that's the way they do things around here, but not anymore.
Yeah.
So I think she's going to clean that up, and I didn't have long to wait when I went and got mine.
Okay. So which one you went to? Everybody want to know.
One out there by the penal farm.
That's right, and that's the one I go to. It's closer to my home. So, you know, but yeah, everybody go to the, you know, the Austin P one. I can look at that joker and tell you that line gonna be down the building.
It's like you ladies got to shop for shoes and all of that. You know, you go shop for the office. That one's not so bad.
Yeah,
Out there by Shelby Farm.
I ain't got no problem with it. I go there all the time. That's the only place I go by the penal farm. I never went anywhere else. But, you know, we have been through so much different things going on with the tags and them being behind. So, of course, I work for the Postal Service. Of course, we are going through so much different changes because of the economy and things going around. And we had to get all the tags out at the last minute. So you got people that losing their tags or not getting their tags because they were not sent out on time.
Well, one of your problems is that some of those tags weren't supposed to be mailed out.
Oh, okay.
You know, those dark blue ones now?
That's right.
What I got was, sorry, but we can't mail this out due to the change. You have to pick it up in person. That came from the state.
I heard that.
But one of the things I'm concerned about is how do you get there to get them and not get your car wrecked with the condition of these streets?
Yes,
It's
yes.
absolutely ridiculous.
Now,
Everybody in the
that's
city
another thing
has
everybody
got
want to talk
damage.
about. The streets.
I mean,
now,
what
what
kind
can
of...
we do about these streets and why these streets are not being prepared? Now, every time we deal with the weather changes and storms and everything, you know, we already know the streets going to get bad after you put so much salt on the expressways or any of the
Yeah, that would be good if they actually put salt out there, but they haven't. A lot of people have been hurt in the last several years because we don't have sand or salt stockpiled for any cold weather.
So you think right now, Mr. Brown, you think they prepare for if we have any weather for 23?
No.
Ain't that a
They're
mess?
not.
Ain't that
And
a mess?
some of us can remember years ago when we used to have winter with snow on the ground from December all the way through March, and Memphis Light Gas and Water didn't break down. You didn't get a disruption of your water. You didn't get a disruption for 4, 5, 6, 9, 17 days.
Yeah.
With electricity. That's just absolutely ridiculous. The infrastructure has been allowed to deteriorate.
Yeah.
And sometimes avail yourself of the opportunity to go down and look at budget and finance and find out how much money is coming into the city and where it's going. And
That's
it's
right.
not going to all of those good people
Sure,
out there.
like, you can say that.
Yes,
You know, so we got so many different things that, you know, we see the speed bumps out. I just don't know why they made the bicycle lane. I'm just so confused. It ain't that many people riding the bicycle, Mr. Brown. They done turn around and made every spot a bicycle lane. Now, I find myself parking in the bicycle lane because ain't nowhere to park.
Well, you know, they want to gentrify the city so it looks like it's trendy, but the people that ride bicycles are afraid to ride the bikes because they don't want to be in the wrong hood.
Oh, okay.
It gets quite exciting sometimes.
I see them riding the bike, but I know them bikes be in before dark. I know that.
Yes.
But I was just saying, at every corner there's a bike lane, and I'm like, it's not that many bike riders. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't know what they preparing for the recession. They thought when we was gonna get back to
They
going
want
to
you to
olden
be
days.
healthy, I guess.
Yeah, the olden days where we riding the horse and the bicycles, we were gonna cut out the
Well,
gas when the gas prices came. Everybody was gonna ride bicycles. That would have been nice. Everybody
It brings up another point. You don't need to represent anybody if you can't be in the district that you are representing or the unit you are representing without needing a bodyguard.
That's right. That's true.
Too many of the people that are in office nowadays, they need intense protection
They don't need no
because somebody might hijack them.
Yeah, they look,
But
I ain't
you
seen
see,
nobody get hijacked yet.
if
Even the
you-
ones that superintendent of the school, I didn't see none. I see them just getting rich.
But you see, it used to be, I don't care where in the city it was, if you were doing right by the people you represented, they were glad to see you. You
Yes.
didn't need a bodyguard.
Yes.
So maybe we need to bring that back. A little bit of community influence, shall we say?
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, seriously, somebody needs to be in that office that is going to go bring in what Europe is trying to get in here.
Okay, yeah.
If you have ever stood out on the river and seen these small barges where you'll see a tow with 6 or 7, 8 of them, and they all look the same, that's because they're coming in from Europe. They load them up over there. They put them on ocean-going barge transports. They bring them to the port of New Orleans. They drop the rear hatch, float them out. They get a tow. They come up to Memphis. They are run through customs for the first time here. at President's Island, which is the world's largest barge unloading facility, and Memphis is the distribution capital of North America for Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. Doesn't make any difference, so it comes here. So Europe would like to get all of that here directly without having to go through the eastern seaboard. That's New York, Boston, Baltimore, New Jersey, where they have pilferage and high cost, and then they have to go through the customs thing, then they have to put it on a train, and then they have to get it to Memphis where it can get out in distribution when they can do that directly. Meanwhile, you've got Ford that's going to be into the entry-level electric vehicles just 45 minutes up I-40, and that needs to come back down I-40 and be put on those barges along with the stuff from Cadillac, and we need to send those downriver, load up again in New Orleans, take the stuff across the mid-Atlantic into the Mediterranean. There you will be able to get it into Europe, and some of them can keep going through the Suez Canal and get into Asia. And then to build up some more trade, instead of letting the Nissans, Lexus vehicles, Toyotas, and Hondas go from Asia to the Long Beach Harbor in L.A., you can cut 9,000 miles or so off of the trip, send them through the Indian Ocean, through the Suez Canal, and back to New Orleans and right here to the distribution center. So we can bring in industry. There's no reason why we can't sink hydroelectric generators down into the Mississippi River, put appropriate baffles in, get essentially free electric power, power the buses for next to nothing. We could use some of the electric cars that Cadillac and Ford will be making. We can sell the electricity from New Orleans to Louisville to Chicago and all points in between. We can build up industry, and the kids, instead of worrying about how quickly they can get out of here because they're worried whether or not they can get minimum wage, they'll be talking about $72.18 an hour, $123.14 an hour. And we can do something about ramping the situation up. We need to do something about the police department and the community, and one of the ways to do that is, instead of going with this ineffective police review board situation that some have talked about, what we can do is go to the model of the U.S. Defense Department, where you have a civilian chief of the armed forces. You can have a civilian head of the police department. You can have sub-chiefs over homicide, uniform patrol, sex crimes, traffic, whatever it is. We need to do something about, say, going down 3rd Street and taking that old skating rink and putting a sub-precinct in there so it will be safe and the youth can have some place to go enjoy themselves and meet up. And I don't know if they're crazy enough to go and try to shoot up a police station these days,
You know
but
how they go. They didn't overlook how to, when they say serve and protect, we look at them like they're not protecting us.
well, no, they're not,
They
because
just looking at us like, okay, let them go on.
but they have no duty to. See, the Supreme Court of the United States, it says over and over, has said over and over again, the police have no duty to protect the citizens. They have a duty to apprehend and stop ongoing criminal activity, but that means if they happen to be there, then yeah, you get protected, but if not, the only entitlement to protection is if you are in custody. So what's supposed to happen? Well, in addition to reforming the structure of the police department so civilians are in control, we need to perhaps take the Second Amendment and set up an urban community-based militia program where retired first responders, veterans, good citizens who are willing to go through the drill and training once a month can go out and supplement the police department and take back control of the neighborhoods that they live in.
That's true.
That would give everybody an opportunity to feel part of something. rather than sitting idly by and wondering what are we going to do. So it says, hey, you can do it. Let's put you out there and give you an opportunity to take back control. You see that happening in some of the schools where they have the dad patrols. The fathers get in and they do something about restoring order in the schools so the children can learn. And frankly, I'm anxious to continue something that I started 30-some years ago. Okay. Over a 10-year period that I was on the bench from 1990 to 2000, the statewide recidivism rate was about 80%. That is, you get busted and convicted on one felony, do your time, get out, 80% probability that you'll be back. We don't want that. I reduced it to 18% in my courtroom, and I want to continue the programs that I had back then on a bigger scale so we can do something about it. Yeah. Juveniles, well, why do you have to go bust a juvenile and take him to juvenile court when you might be able to sign an agreement between the child, the parent, the police, and we've got a decent judge down at juvenile court now, Tariq Sugarman, the Honorable. Yeah. And he's a good guy, and maybe we can do something about keeping the juveniles from getting in the system in the first place. That's something that we could look at. There's a lot of things we can do. We can involve the unions in apprenticeship programs so that instead of looking at people that might be put in there as rivals, they look at them as future union members, dues paying. So we could get some play out of that. Other thing is the city is absolutely disgustingly filthy, like I have never seen in 50 years, and there is no earthly reason why some collaboration with some of the criminal court judges cannot happen so that some of the people who have to do community service can't be put to use cleaning up neighborhoods.
That's right, that's true.
I've been doing this for years. I would say, if I were the mayor, what would I do about this street I'm on right now, looking at what I'm looking at? Okay. What in the world is wrong with the mayor going out and taking a look around and saying, oh, wow, that needs to be cleaned up, that needs to be patched up, what's wrong with that? What in the world is that over there? Yes. When I was on the bench, I would do that, and I wasn't even the mayor. I was just a judge. I'd go around and say, this neighborhood needs to be dealt with, and the next day I'd say to one of my bailiffs, get me Captain So-and-so, I want to talk to him. I said, in your precinct, there's some problems. I'd like to send you some, well, not volunteers, but some forced labor from some of the community service folk to clean this up. What can you do? And things got done. See, we can do stuff like that. We've got problems out in the community. People have interpersonal hostilities they develop toward each other because they've got conflicts. Yes. Well, ordinarily, you're supposed to be able to use the courts for that, but nobody can afford to get a lawyer or go to court, so
they do it in their own hands.
Yes. So what I want to do is take a little tag in from what I did on the show, binding contractual arbitration, and utilize the laws that are available so the city runs arbitration tribunals where lawyers are not allowed to practice, but citizens can come in and resolve their disputes, and the cost can be kept very low so we get a lot of that stress and tension left out of the mix. Why don't we put in some community block captains who have direct access into the dispatcher without having to go through 911 so we can have instant communication.
That's right. That's so
We've got to do things like that where we think. Yeah. One of the things I've been thinking about is there is very little that has been done for the middle class, white, black, brown, red, yellow in this city.
So true.
There is little that's been done for the small businessman, and maybe what we can do with the city is with our deposits, put them strategically where the banks that get them can be encouraged to provide the correct type of loans and a loan availability and access to the small businessman.
Okay.
One of the things that is inherent in federal law is that when a bank makes a loan, an advancement, a line of credit available that businesses need, they have to back up a certain percentage of their accounts with cash on deposit. So right now we've been putting, for years, decades, damn near all of the money available from the city and county, from all departments in First Tennessee. But First Tennessee is now First Horizon, and it's not even an American bank.
No, it's not.
It's chartered in Canada, so why are we sending all our money north of the border?
Wow. Yeah.
Now, that kind of thing is something we can look into. When we get a zoning variance set up, we need to do something about figuring out whether or not it matches the city development plan. And if you're going to displace somebody with gentrification, you better have some place in mind where they're going to go, rather than just let everybody wander about and find it on their own after you've dispossessed them. I don't like to see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Zoning variances. We've got a little thing now where certain people who are in business and they want to make a modification to their business, expand, change a parking lot or anything like that, they've got to go through months worth of hoops and rings of fire to get a zoning variance or an okay. But certain other people, they just go down, and for some reason the city council says, oh, you guys don't need to do that. We can work something out, and that's not good there. And they don't even have to deal with the zoning requirements. They get an automatic variance, and all they do is draft up what they want done. That's got to stop.
Yeah.
We've got a situation now that could have been prevented. I won't go into the details, but a young woman got kidnapped, raped, and killed, and then we find out that the perpetrator had kidnapped
They've
and
already
raped
charges.
another woman, and so on and so forth. But we've got 28,000 untested rape kits that the city council worked up a multi-million-dollar deal with a New York firm to test. They had 5 years initially. They gave them an extension. Somebody else is getting paid good money to vet them, but Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, last I checked, said we can come in and do them in 30 days free of charge. What's the problem? And then the other thing is, why is the city of Memphis paying for Bartlett, Cordova,
Yeah.
Germantown,
That's true.
Arlington, Millington, and all these other places? What goes on?
Yeah.
I think there needs to be transparency where everybody that deals with any zoning variance or any odd request for legislative action has to disclose whether or not they have any financial conflicts or interest in the parties that are in front of them.
Okay.
Some things need to be done, and they can be done, but we cannot do them when we have people who are supposed to be leading us who are not really
You're right.
qualified to do the job.
Yes,
They
sir.
don't have the vision, they don't have the acumen, and they are looking to turn public service into an opportunity for personal wealth, and that just does not wash well.
Now, you know the thing about voting, and we start early voting in October, November. So we have a problem with a lot of the young people not voting. That would be the biggest problem of getting the parents to get their children to vote, as well as them to vote. How can we get everyone to be able to be on one accord to vote? Because that's the big problem why a lot of things have not been done, because people, I'm gonna be honest with you, if I don't know Sam and John sound good or Jonathan, I might vote for James and don't even know this how we do. Any, many, miny, mo. I may not know everybody on that roster.
Well, do you want a popularity contest?
And that's how it is. Because if you look at it, it's like that. A lot of people that goes into the voting poll do not know the people that are running. You might know a few that may come your way and say, vote for me. Or you might see them out there in front of the voting polls and say, here, vote for this person. Okay, yeah, I got them in mind because I don't know who running for what. Depending on what district.
Well, let me say this. I've been here for 50 years, And even though some people, oh, you came back to town, I said, no, I haven't left. I just flew back to L.A. a lot to do the show, but I've been here the entirety of the 50 years, and what I'm looking at now with this last election is a lot of people that, frankly, I've never heard of before. And they want office because they always wanted office, but they haven't done anything to cause people to know them.
And basically what I said, off of the name, I ain't paying like many, many, many more.
Well, see,
if Karen sound good, I'm gonna vote for Karen. I don't like Victoria.
Let's get a little bit deeper. We need to do something about this other situation. You walk up to the poll, somebody hands you a sample ballot, and it looks like the ballot's legitimate, so you vote what's on the ballot, and you don't know anybody there. I'll give you an example. The person's dead now, and he was a criminal court judge, and frankly, I didn't like him, and I used to cuss him out every time I got a chance, because I was a judge too. But he had formerly been Grand Dragon for the KKK, then chairman of the White Citizens Council, and every time he ran for election, he got the black bloc vote because some of our political leaders always put him on a ballot after he had paid them good money.
Wow.
We don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
See, that kind of thing has got to stop, and people have to do stuff on principle. In other words, no, this should not be done. I don't care how much you think it's going to be of advantage to you. It should not be done. And I get told over and over again, well, Judge, it's our turn now to get the gravy. No, it's not your turn to get the gravy. It's your turn now to deliver good governance. And see, around here for politics, everybody wants to know, what am I getting for? Well, if I help you out, no, what you're going to get is good government. That's what you get out of this. Because that's what everybody does, and that makes your safe streets accessible to you. You don't break your cars going down them. You get adequate utilities.
Yeah.
You get job opportunities. You get a chance to move this city from being someplace that your children and grandchildren want to leave to someplace where they want to stay.
Yes, right.
And another thing about Memphis that is just really askew. One part of Memphis has one of the highest per capita incomes in the entire United States of America, and another has one of the lowest. And Tennessee varies between number 5 and number 4, last I checked, in per capita millionaires in the United States, and most of those are in the Memphis-Shelby County area. But then we've got great impoverishment. And for those who are fortunately in that upper group, I say, well, look, you still stand on the shoulders of everybody that lives in this town. And if somebody is down at the bottom and they get a little bit too hostile, you know, they have cars and they can come where you are. And that's not too good because you don't want people to be in that kind of thing. And there's another point, too. We need a man-up program.
Yeah.
We need something to go deal with these boys. Now, they have these park rangers who are juveniles, and they do something meritorious. We also have some programs like that that we need to work in to get into the heads of these youth.
Yeah.
You see, here's the deal. We have to make it uncool to act a fool. Well, yo, man, you know, like, Judge, I don't want to say nothing, man, but you're not young brother. That's not the way we do it.
That's true.
See, if you're a real man, you're about making where you live a better, safer, more secure place filled with economic prosperity, sense of purpose, morality, ethics, and right way of doing things. You become men of public peace, dignity, and order who can be brave and courageous when necessary, who will open their mouth to point out something that's done wrong, who will deal with your manly responsibility of taking some of these youth under wing and saying, you just don't do this, young man. This is not how you do it. You see, if you put manhood in a boy, what happens is he doesn't do this. Yo, man, like, I'm going to be dead before I'm 24. What difference do it make, man? Well, if you're going to be dead, then that means you have ample opportunity to be a hero because you got nothing to lose. So when you look in the mirror every morning, you ask yourself, did I do what I was supposed to do yesterday? Am I going to do it today? Am I preparing to do it tomorrow? And if you can't answer that in the affirmative, then you ought to have intense shame and great guilt. But right now, we've got too many trying to burnish that out of existence. In other words, oh my God, one should never feel guilt. Oh, one should never feel shame. Yes, you should.
That's right.
Shame and guilt are good. It's what controls people.
That's right.
And some people need to be made guilty in their own heads of stuff they know they should not do. Did you have to do that, young man? I always will walk up, man. Why are you doing that? Huh? Who you? Oh, ain't you Judge Joe Brown? Yeah, that's me.
Y'all already know that Judge O'Brien gonna come very strict and very hard on Memphis. We need it. We needing the strength that to build Memphis back where it used to be. Right now, we all over the place. This is like a running child running wild, y'all. And that's what we are. We ain't got no standards, no nothing. Everybody run wild. The children run wild. The parents running wild. Everybody running wild. So, man, we got Joe Brown. He said he's going to run for mayor 2023.
Yes.
And make sure y'all vote for my guy, Judge Joe Brown. Man, on the ballot. Y'all know him. So that's one name y'all know to vote for 2023. And he'll be on the ballot in October. Early voting is in October, right?
Next year.
Next year. Okay.
Next year.
Next year.
Here's the
23,
phrase.
23.
Here's the phrase. JJB 23. JJB for mayor of Memphis, Tennessee in 2023.
All right.
Send Brown downtown and take back your town. JJB 23. And one more thing.
All right.
I'm going to get a little particular personal blurb in here. In
Okay.
addition to trying to deliver service, I also serve up sauce.
Okay.
Judge Joe Brown Barbecue.
Well, shut your mouth.
JJB BBQ.com.
All right.
JJBBBQ.com.
All right.
Order yourself some. It's the best
I'm
barbecue
sure
sauce
I'm
you
gonna
will
check
ever
you
buy.
out.
It
Because
is
I
some
like
great
barbecue.
stuff.
You know I throw some barbecue in a
So
minute.
you can order it on. It's good
Okay.
on.
I make sure I check out. Y'all heard
It's
it for
good on
yourself.
pig, cow, duck,
See everything.
turkey, chicken, fish. And we have some great chicken links that are mild and hot, smoked or
Okay.
not smoked, and they're put up by a sister who runs the place out on the West Coast, and
Okay.
it's the only female black-owned packing plant in California that's USDA certified.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think in the whole country, actually.
All
But it's
right.
good stuff, and we've ordered quite a few hundred pallets have been ordered to be put on the shelves in retail stores out in California.
Okay.
It'll be in Tennessee. And I just signed an agreement with a major firm that drives those electric trucks
Okay.
that will be able to deliver, and
Okay.
pretty soon they'll be on your shelves here.
All
You
right.
can even make a good drink out of it. I call it the Hot Mary.
up.
Instead of a Bloody Mary, you take vodka, put it off in there, and some ice and some celery.
Lord.
And the stuff is tasty. You don't have to add Tabasco, but the sauce comes in regular, OG, and spicy.
Okay. If you like your drink spicy, look.
Now I'm
Judge
talking
Joe
about
Brown.
for the barbecue
Then
sauce.
put your sauce in it. Put your sauce and put it on your meat. And that's good for marinade. You know, we marinate meats and beer and all the different things.
Yeah,
too, so.
well, you know,
Yeah,
it doesn't do too bad. The recipe is pretty good. I think blind taste testing on the sauce about 20-some years ago,
Okay.
it came in number 3 out of 1,500
Ooh.
contestants in Memphis in May, and the team I used to be with, Porcus MD, we kind of did that stew.
Okay.
So we came in pretty high every
Oh,
now
okay,
and then.
okay.
In fact, they're still doing it.
All
but
right. So
check
y'all
it
make
out.
sure y'all check it out. Y'all heard for yourself. Name the barbecue sauce again.
Judge Joe Brown Barbecue, JJBBBQ.com. That's
All right.
3 B's.
Three B's.
JJ, 3 B's and a Q. And get yourself some.
All
And
right.
It's great stuff. Meanwhile, JB23, start
right.
thinking on that. We filed our Treasury's appointment last week.
Okay.
And we'll give you how to contact us and, you know, help yourself out because it's all about you.
All right.
I don't need this job. I'm retired.
He said
But
he's trying
you
to help, and
need
we need somebody strong.
somebody for
Strong,
you. Because
that's
a
right.
vote for me is a vote for yourself.
All right now. Y'all
I
heard.
will tell you. Now, take back your city. It belongs to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody
Nobody else.
You don't run around here so somebody can get wealthy off of you.
That's right.
You need to have a pleasant home. You don't come downtown or East Memphis or North Memphis or South Memphis to do your job so somebody else can get rich off of you and what you do and the sales taxes you pay, the property taxes you pay, and you get nothing. That's not what you want.
That's right. That's right.
JJB 23.
All right, y'all heard it first on the Monee Phillips Show. My guy, Judge Brown in the building. Thank you for coming on the Monee Phillips Show. Make sure y'all check him out. Man, get that barbecue sauce he just told you. Thank you for coming on the Monee Phillips Show. We really appreciate you, Mr. Brown.
And I'm not going to drop your mic. Thank you, ma'am. Looking very good this evening. I'm grinning. I like those shoes.
Well, thank you so much. I see you look them gold things.
I like them gold things. Looking good.
Y'all, we take a commercial break. We'll be back right back with my next guest. Turn it up, DJ. All right.
Don't go nowhere. Don't change the channel. Don't change the app. Don't close the app. Don't do nothing. Just sit there. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Ladies, do you feel feminine during your feminine flow? You know, your monthly cycle, your period? Are you still suffering in silence? The suffering is over. It's time to choose Rain. Rain is an all-natural, premium sanitary napkin with 8 layers of cotton, high-grade polymers, graphene to help cut bacteria by 99.9%. Ladies, let's protect the most precious jewel in the world, you.
Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins do not make any medically backed claims or personal recommendations of any kind. For more information, contact Marilyn McGee.
Y'all, we are back on the Monee Phillips Show. We got another dope guest in the house on the Monee Phillips Show. So no other dude, Memphis Lynn, come on down Well, first of all, welcome to the Monee Phillips Show.
Thank you. Thank
And
you for
tell
having
everybody
me.
who you are.
Hello, I am Memphis Lynn. Lynn's got it going on. Beauty salon.
All right.
Non-hair surgical studio. Lynn's Academy of Cosmetology.
Okay. So I seen Memphis Lynn down at the Jazz Festival.
Oh, yeah.
And we was down there having us a good time.
Absolutely.
And I had told her that I wanted her to come on the show because, you know, it's not too many black women that got a cosmetology school or anything like that where you can help so many different people get their career or whatever goals they plan in life started. So what made you want to get into that?
Oh my God. I have been a licensed hairstylist for over 30 years.
Okay.
And a business owner for over 30 years, a beauty salon and barber. I'm a educator as well in the hair industry. And like 25 years ago, I just wanted to do something because I have been gifted in what I do in the hair services that I offer, the customer service. So I said, I don't want to take this to the grave. I want to give back to my community and to my family.
Yeah. And you know, we always want to do her. Now these people that got the in-house hairdos and, you know, don't want to go to a professional barber or a hairstylist. I just talk about that all the time, how we do our own kitchen hairdos. But you know, it's always good to learn and see how things supposed to really do. Because y'all know y'all can mix up some stuff, honey. Y'all be mixing up all kind of stuff. So tell people how they can get a chance to get into your school.
Okay, your hair is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you can enroll at my school. You can go on my website. It's www.lensacademyofcosmetology. www.lensacademyofcosmetology, or you can text me at 901-276-3400. Again, 901-276-3400.
So tell the people what all you offer in the school. Like, is it beauty, barber, hair, lashes? What tell them all what you offer in the school.
My school is very unique. Back in, I believe, 2013 or 2015, our state representative, Antonio Parkinson, he started this apprenticeship. He wanted us to be able to, where the students can be able to do half of their hours in theory, and then the other half they can work in a salon and they can make money while they are in beauty school. Because sometimes it's a struggle when you not working and you in school from 9 to 5, 5 to 6 days a week. So my school is an apprenticeship cosmetology school. It includes skin, it includes nails, and it includes hair. So you do 750 hours at the school, and we're going to teach you. We have a curriculum that we go by, that state board tell us to go by, and you do those 750 hours there. And once you complete your 750 hours, you'll take your theory test. And once you take your theory test, then you pass your theory test, then you have the opportunity to go into a salon. But you have to work under a supervised professional that has been doing hair and licensed for 10 years.
Now tell me, if the equipment, I know they'd be expensive sometime, or are they expensive, or do you do financial aid, or what do you do to help people?
With my school, I have my tuition very, very low. It's $5K, and that's probably the lowest in the city of Memphis. And what I do, I can finance it for them. If they just pay whatever they can, and I just finance the rest.
Okay, that's a good start, y'all. You know, I mean, I'm telling you, my son went to barber school, so I can tell you right now that the equipment and everything is extremely high when you're trying to get started. And like I said, that's a good thing that you're allowing them to be able to make money while they're working in the school, because a lot of them, now how do you based on them when they start to get on the floor? You know, you have a certain time frame where you think they good enough to get on the floor to work on a customer head, or you think like, nah, you need to go on back and get some more work? How you
Absolutely.
do that?
With apprenticeship, it's like you should know a little bit about hair.
Okay.
It's like something that you don't just want to jump into. If you've never done hair before in an apprenticeship program, you need to have some kind of knowledge about doing hair. So when you finish your 750 in your theory, then you going on to that salon and work. So under that 10-year supervised professional, you still learning while you in a beauty salon.
Okay. And I can see that, you know, a lot of I see a lot of hair schools. And I remember when I was going to the hair school, getting my hair fixed, you know, how they would let the good ones get on the floor and they would cut up. They be cutting up now. But, you know, it all comes with seeing how you know, progress, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to learn the techniques and, you know, a lot of people don't want to go to the technique. People just want to just go straight into doing hair. But then you just don't know. We all and went away from dealing with the particular things. Like my hair is very coarse. So a lot of people like to use, you know, just the regular flat irons now, the regular, you know. And I'm like, I'm used to Marcel's. Marcel's hold, last long, and stay long. I mean, I don't know. Everybody just got out of the frequency of using plug-in flat irons.
Right.
I'm like, okay, y'all, what about the people that got them coarse hair like myself? But see, since I got my hair short, that's why I couldn't keep the long hair.
Oh, wow.
Because only style that I could wear was roller set. Because anything else, it made my hair just floppy and it would always look like it was not silk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to use what? The plug-in flat irons.
That's right.
So are you teaching them to use the Marcel's? Or
Yes, we are teaching them
Thank
to
you,
use
Lord.
Marcel. Yes. Marcel is one practice that is kind of hard for people to learn. It took my mom to teach me. She was a hairstylist.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I was in beauty school, I was like, I cannot get this Marcel pack. Mom was showing me how to hold my Marcel
If
curls.
you've been around a lot of the old school beauticians, like my aunt and my cousins, I had cousins that did hair. My mom, she did her own hair and went to the beauty shop, and I learned a lot of things. But my mom did the roller set and all that stuff. I didn't go to school for her, but I love doing her. I did my hair mostly. I did other people's hair, I color my own hair. I mean, it's just certain things that I know how I want to do it, and I know how to take care of my hair. Now, I ain't saying everybody know how to take care of, but I know how to take care of mine. You have to tie your hair down. What you think about the young women that are wanting to wear wigs? What you think about that?
The young ladies that wants to wear wigs, like what age group?
Shoot, I'm talking about the teenagers that wearing the wig. They don't wear the what you say, the sew-ins. They then got away from the sew-in. Don't even want sew-ins no more.
It's a trend. It's a trend. I think sometimes they can be a little bit too young when I see them with the long nails and the hair extensions. I mean, little kids. I'm like, wow.
But the wig thing is a trend. Now, my daughter, she went and ordered about 5 wigs. I said, now, look, let me tell you something. You still got to wash your hair, children, ladies. You know what I'm saying? You still got to take care of that hair that's underneath there. Don't be sitting around here thinking that's all you got to do is slap the wig on.
Right.
And then voila. What about your head? You want to be bald-headed?
Absolutely.
Well, y'all really didn't know the wigs are for cancer patients. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all just... You know, y'all wonder why y'all edges gone. Oh, okay. I'm just letting you know that what it really was made it for. But, you know, everybody has made it where it's convenient and easy for you to throw that wig on, put that stock caps, put the glue around there, make it long, and quit doing them curtains baby hairs. Oh, what is this right here? Baby! Y'all need to stop them trends, baby. That baby hair was not what it meant to be. It was not supposed to be like that. Y'all can make them a little beautiful. But y'all, you know, we have different styles, a different way we wear our hair. They're just showing you how things have changed dramatically. I cannot wear no wig. I don't give a doggone. I barely have the 27-piece or a doggone sew-in long. I like to wash my hair. I love to make sure my hair is taken care of underneath whatever. Right. If I do a quick weave or whatever, I have the stocking kept on. Need 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks, I'm washing it out and I'm doing my hair. I want to make sure my hair healthy. So y'all think about that. Don't just get the stuff and don't take care of your hair. and you wonder why your hair never grows.
Right.
So take care of your hair, you know what I'm saying? So go to a professional, go to the schooling and learn about hair if you want to learn about hair. I know a lot of y'all very good at what y'all do as far as the wigs. I been seeing y'all laying them wigs down, them lace fronts down. Y'all been laying them down, honey, where they look like nobody, you know what I'm saying, like your real hair. Kudos to y'all. Y'all really doing great in that. But you need to go to school so you can learn other things that can help you to maintain your
hair care. And that's one course we are offering. It is a braid certificate.
Yeah, okay.
And you can be the youngest, you can be 14 years old. And a lot of our young people, they are braiding. They know how to braid hair, they know how to lock hair, but they don't know the sanitation part of it.
Yes.
And you know, they using the same comb is on the side, on the other I feel say patient, but you know they using the same combs. They not sanitizing. So you're supposed to sterilize, well, sanitize it. You know, hospital sterilize, but you're supposed to use disinfectant. You're supposed to use hair care on it.
Yes. And I mean, and I'll be telling people, you know, a lot of people just, you have to realize everybody, and I always wonder why beauticians always use the same perm on everybody's head. That's one reason why I look at it like, okay, my texture of hair may be totally different. It may not even work on my head. And I promise you, certain people perm, I be like, what perm did you use? My hair already nappy in 3 weeks. Wait a minute. So I started realizing that a lot of beauticians don't have different perms, which is nobody. I haven't seen no beautician have like 2 or 3 different perms for different texture of hair. People use the same perm and say, I want a perm. Bam, slap it on you.
Right.
Bam, slap it on you. But you know, what about the grade of that person hair? Do you know if it's gonna take? If you do, you know it's gonna be too strong for that person hair.
That's right.
I look at all of that. I mean, I know, you know, we went to school and we learned, you know, they want a perm. Okay, put this perm in her. But what if it don't take and they gotta come back to you where you just put a perm on her? Last week had nappy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, I just want y'all to, you know, just think about the customer. Think about the customer and the texture of their hair.
Absolutely.
Each customer have different grades of hair.
Absolutely.
You
Like
know.
you've been to beauty school.
No, I know I do hair. That way.
And that is so truthful. When you come into a salon, when you with a professional stylist, first of all, you need to do a consultation. You're supposed to look at your client's hair and see, do a strand test, porosity test, and see how strong it is. Because sometimes you cannot have a chemical services done to your hair because of the strength of your hair. You can't, just because this person I want that relaxing, I want that style like hers, it's not necessarily going to be like that all the time.
And the colors. Y'all be
And color.
Y'all will bleach your hair in a minute. I be like, woo, child. I can't do, now my hair is not bleach, it's a permanent dye. I put my own color in. But I condition it, and you have to have moisturized condition to make sure that the hair don't be dry and brittle. Keep it oily. So, just in case y'all know, I'm doing a little something. I've been doing school. I've been doing her ever since I've been in junior high. Wow. My mama had showed me how she was doing her. I watched her. I never went to her school. My daughter, she can put some hair together too. She just like me. But she said, I don't want to go to her school. I said, you just like your mama. Don't want to go to her school, but we can do some things with our hair. Awesome. But I just look at the value of your hair. People wonder why their hair not growing, and wonder why, because you got to take care of your hair. You got to
take care of your hair.
You got to wrap it up. The old school style, with old school ways, you used to wear a satin cap. Get you a satin pillowcase. All of those things help to keep your hair from breaking off. So just in case they know, they got to go back to the old school with the folks. They don't know how serious it is about keeping your health healthy. Because, I mean, it's cool to wear the wig. It ain't nothing but throw it on and make you look like Lola Falana. Ain't nothing to do it but do it. But, you know, just if you want your hair to be healthy when you get ready to take your wig off and want to let your hair down.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You'll be able to know how to take care of your hair. So just check into that. And if you don't, and like I said, edges. People don't have edges. So I tell y'all right now, me personally, if my edges came out, I'm going to use Do Grow products. They do work. I promise you. I done did it on my daughter hair because she snatched her with her out. Lord help me Jesus. But it does work. And just keep it conditioned and keep it taken care of and washed on a daily. Every 2 weeks, wash y'all hair, y'all. Please wash y'all hair. Don't have no doggone things in there so long.
Right.
But y'all, make sure y'all check my girl out. She got the school going on in the middle of what? Whitehaven, right?
Whitehaven.
All right.
First black,
yes.
first African American female owned
Yes.
apprenticeship, cosmetology apprenticeship in Whitehaven on Elvis Presley.
Yes, right. So make sure y'all check it out. If you can't remember what the name of the school is, you most definitely can check it out on the Monee Phillips Show page. And I will send you her way so you can get in the school, y'all. I mean, a lot of y'all still want to do her so y'all can get certified. Don't you want to be certified?
Absolutely.
It's the best way to be certified
Absolutely.
and licensed. So nobody wants to say, you took my hair out and I'm going to sue you. So make sure y'all check my girl out. Tell them once again where they can find the school at.
I'm at 4466 Elvis Presley.
All right. So y'all heard yourself. Make sure y'all check her out. And man, let her know I sent you.
Yes,
so
do
you'll be
that.
able to get the enjoyment. And let me know when you get into school so I can see what you're doing. I might come swing up there and let you do something to mine. How about it? All right. My hair. So look, y'all, we finna get ready to end the show. You got something on the floor for me?
I got something for you. I thought about you. Here you go.
Look, they always give me gifts, and I love when they give me gifts because I wear everything they give me. But look, she got me some things that I need. Look at her. I'm trying to pull it out, y'all. So look here. She got a bonnet. I would not wear it in public. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't do public bonnets, but I'm going to wear it at the house. I love it. Miss Lynn, thank you for coming on the
You
Monee
are
Phillips
so
Show.
welcome.
And thank you for my gift.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I always got my hair up, honey. I don't care what it is. So look, y'all heard it today. I had some special guests in the house. Mr. Judge Joe Brown was in the building.
Woo-hoo.
Make sure y'all vote for him. 2023 running for mayor. Make sure y'all check my girl out, Memphis Lynn, the first black
Thank
woman
you.
that got the cosmetology school in Whitehaven. Whitehaven. Make sure y'all check her out. Man, thank you for coming on the Monee
Thank you
Phillips
so
Show.
much.
Man, make sure y'all book y'all spot Friday night, 8 p.m. Man, we got everything going, man. We got one more spot in October, then we booking up for November. So y'all already know I'm always doing everything. Man, shout out to Glorilla for winning the
Woo-hoo,
award,
yeah.
award.
Woo-hoo.
If y'all haven't seen it, Glorilla was on my show. And I interviewed her. I have been sending it out on Facebook and Instagram, letting anybody know that she came on here first on the Monee Phillips Show. You just never know when your time may be. And you might have been on the Monee Phillips Show. Just know, I'm going to always remember everybody been on my show.
All right.
So all I'm going to do is share and let everybody know they came on here first. I had a wonderful time with her, and I am so proud of her. She is doing an awesome job. And like I said, it can be you. It can be you now. So that's why I do. I discover a whole lot of artists and producers, on her business owner, whatever. Just know the Monee Phillips Show is grinding, still going. I just left another movie premiere for the premiere of Queen Rising, y'all. Queen Rising is out. It was filmed here in Memphis, Tennessee, so I got a chance to interview a lot of the people that was in the movie tonight, so y'all can check it out at the Collierville, the one on Poplar at the Paradiso, or Bartlett, or South Haven. So y'all can check it out while y'all on fall break and on the weekend. So check the movie out, Queen Rising. It is a horror movie, y'all. So get a chance to get your popcorn and get ready to look at it. I don't think it's like Jeffrey O'Donnell. You know, I'm thinking it's not like him though. But you know, y'all make sure y'all check that movie out. Make sure y'all book y'all spot. Make sure y'all download the app, SVP Network, on Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Google Play, you name it, we there. YouTube, SVP Network. Also, check the MoneePhillipsShow.com out. All the shows, everything that you want to do, book me for modeling, acting, whatever. Everything's on that website. Y'all can check out, see the guests that's been on the show, and all the pictures that y'all see from any events that I have done. So look, we finna end the show. Got DJ Styles on the ones and twos, Chris Jefferson in the building, and we finna leave out with a bang. Turn it up, DJ!